All right. And we are on. I'm not sure whether you can see me, guys. Bonjour tout le monde. This is our very first live after many weeks of break. What have we been doing during the break? Well, I've been on holiday, had a rest, and also worked really hard. And yes, Lofi Records, we are going to start. Okay. Bonjour Joe, bonjour. J'espère que tu as apprécié la pause. It was okay. It was okay. Lots to do. And when you run a business, it's constant as well. Bonjour Liliane. I would like to start. Sandy, bonjour. By the way, we have a crown with the number 2, so it's like top fans. Hassan, Sandy, Ina, thank you so much for supporting us at Learn French with Alexa. It means so much to us. You know, we value you so much. Bonjour à Archer. Bonjour madame, je viens d'Inde. Number 1, he's got a number 1. Is it new, these things? This, yeah, it seems like it's a new thing, isn't it? Bonjour Julia, Esmail. Faria, bonjour, love from Pakistan, and bonjour au Pakistan. And I know that we are watched everywhere in the world, and every time I'm moved by the fact that we are watched by so many different countries, and we are united through Learn French with Alexa, or the French language, more like, you know, as a big-headed, just think we're united just because of Learn French with Alexa, but no. Bonjour madame, comment allez-vous? Ça va? Bien. And bonjour à la Grèce. Hello to Greece. So I'm okay. Thank you. I'm good. Okay. OPPA, bonjour à tout le monde. So, you've got to concentrate today, because this lesson is hard. I don't even know how I'm going to teach it, to be fair. I have a plan. Just don't know whether the plan will be right, but I have a plan. Gafster, we have a British person. Bonjour d'Angleterre. And you know, Gafster le Grand sounds French, actually. We are in England too. We are here in Greenwich Borough in London. Bonjour Alain. It's been a while, Queen City Luxury Hair. Yes, it has. But I'm back. I'm still here. I'm still here. Now, what do you know about irregular verbs? Sounds so nerdy. Well, I'm going to tell you all about irregular verbs, and it's not going to be pretty. So stand by. I'm going to teach you how to conjugate an irregular verbs into 5 different tenses. We've done quite very popular videos on timelines, on conjugation, on lots of things, and lives lately on how to conjugate an ER verb, an IR verb. You know, today is slightly more complex because we are going to concentrate on an irregular verb, okay? And irregular means, well, whatever I'm going to teach you, there will be exceptions to the rules, you know. Bonjour à Azerbaïdjan. Bonjour à tout le monde. Mahmoud. Salut à toi. I'm going to make myself small, okay? And in order to do that, you know, I'm going to click on the little button here. Here we go. Okay. I'm on the side of the screen now, and you should be able to see my iPad. You know, I've been working on the same iPad for years, you know. Sometimes people ask me, well, what do you use? Well, I use an iPad and a clever pen. Bonjour au Nigeria. Emmanuel, hope you're good. Hope everybody is good. Now, we're going to conjugate an RE verb. Okay, and you may think, what is an RE verb? Okay, an RE verb is not an ER verb and it's not an IR verb. Okay, an RE verb is in the category of what we call the third group verb. So I'm going to show you something here. Yeah. Conjugation is an art in French. It's something we learn very small as kids, you know. What you need to understand is that in order to be accurate in conjugating in French, you've got to know endings of verbs. But before you know endings of verbs, you've got to be able to classify those verbs into 3 different categories. The regular verbs, which are these ones, okay, the regular verbs in ER. So when I mean it ends with ER, it means in their infinitive form, it's going to end in ER, such as I'm going to take marcher, 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 okay? I'm going to take marcher. And marcher we know means to walk, okay? To walk, marcher, okay? So we know it's regular because, well, every ER verb is going to be conjugated with the same pattern. And you can refer back to my videos, you know. And they will always follow the same endings in the present tense, the same endings in the future tense, and so on, you know. And the same goes for the IR verbs. Okay, second group, IR are also regular, such as finir. Okay, finir. And again, those IR second group will always follow the same pattern in conjugation. However, when you come to the third group verbs, you will find verbs ending in RE. Can you think of a verb ending with RE for me? Just throw one here in the comments. Can you think of a verb ending with RE? You will find verbs ending in OIR. But also, unfortunately, you will find verb ending in IR too. So at that point, these become third group verbs. Okay, prendre. Okay, prendre. Perfect. Okay, prendre, rendre is a very good one as well. Prendre means to take. Rendre, to give back. Okay, so these are RE verbs. Okay, which means that when conjugated, they are going to follow an irregular but regular pattern, okay? So remember, they belong to the irregular part, the third group verbs. We call them third groups, okay? And this is what I'm going to teach you today. And we will find, and we will have an exercise whereby you could potentially at the end of this session, hopefully in 20 minutes, you're going to be able to tell me which verb belongs to which conjugated version of that verb, if that makes sense. I don't know whether. Faire, absolutely, Christopher, is highly irregular and ends in RE. Partir, IR, irregular. So we wouldn't put it into the second group. Unfortunately, it belongs to the third group. If you want to know the difference between the IR, second IR, third group, I've done a lesson about that last time, okay? Let's have a look at subject pronouns. First, when you are going to conjugate, every time in French, you follow this pattern. So you've got the singular subject pronoun, yeah? And you've got the plural subject pronouns, yeah? So the je, tu, il, elle, on. I, you, he, she, one, or we. It's the same. And then you've got the plural version of that verb. Nous, vous, il, elle. We, you, they. These are both they, by the way. So one is the masculine version of they, and one is the feminine version of they. We've got two ways of saying they in French, okay? Il and elle. And vivre, yes, être, is a third group verb. Vouloir, Ina, is a third group verb. Absolutely, you're right. Yeah? And so the subject pronoun and the order of them is so important to know. Je, tu, il, elle, on. Nous, vous, il, elle. Always. Always. And then these are called the first, première personne, the first person. Yeah? Deuxième personne. Deuxième personne. Et troisième personne du singulier. Okay? Première personne. So, for example, if I say to you, well, give me the première personne du pluriel. Which one is the première personne du pluriel in this category? Well, it's this one here. Okay? It's nous. Nous is the première personne du pluriel, le premier sujet pronom. OK? Deuxième personne du pluriel, vous. And troisième personne du pluriel, il and elle. Okay, so we know that. Okay? And so what we are going to do now is have a look at this. Ta-da! Okay? I'm going to show you that in an RE verb, okay, we have some kind of patterns that all other RE verbs follow, and you can, okay? It doesn't work for faire, for example. It will not work for vouloir. It will not work for être ou sortir, okay? And this is where learning the third group verb is so hard. And the only way I think you can learn those irregular verbs is by learning the main 10 main irregular verbs and learn their the je form of the present, the passé composé, the future, the imperfect, and the conditional. And I'm going to show you how I do it with vendre, okay? Which weirdly, prendre will not be able to follow this, only for the present tense. You know, prendrait, but not for the passé composé. And we are going to have a look at that, okay? Yes, Despoignat, Christopher, and Piyush, nous is definitely the première personne du pluriel. Okay. Are we okay? Can I carry on? Am I going too fast? Okay. Can I carry on? Yes? Okay. So let's have a look at je in the present tense, not je, vendre, in the present tense. And let's add some endings to them, because in French, it's all about the endings, okay? When a French person, or a French speaker, sorry, not necessarily French person, a French speaker, is going to give you a verb, okay? This verb is going to be really important. If it's conjugated right, you're going to know when this action takes place, okay? For example, je venais, okay? I know for a fact that venir comes from venir, to come, but I also know with this word that because you use venait, I know that is the imperfect tense of that verb. And you may think, well, how is that, Alexa, that you know this information? Well, because it comes with endings and stem that fits the bill. It's a bit mathematical French in some ways. And trust me, I'm not a math person at all. Not a nerd, but I think that if you follow this formula, it works. It works. Now, present tense of I'm selling. We want to say I sell, I'm selling. Okay? So, je, and then we want to have this special ending. Let's put it in turquoise. Je vends. That's an ending for the third group verb in the present tense. I sell. Okay? But you don't pronounce the S, by the way. For tu, it's vend. Je vends. So what have we done? Basically, we've dropped the RE of vendre, the infinitive form of the verb, yeah, and we're adding these little endings, okay? For il, elle, on, so we want to say he is selling, she sells, or whatever. We leave it as that. There's nothing. Vend. It's vend. You drop RE and vend, okay? For nous, now you're going to know because nous always has the same ending for all different tenses, and it is ONS. Nous vendons. We are selling, we sell. Okay, nous vendons. And we will see that it's here for the passé composé, and we will as well see that it's here for the future, okay? And it's here for the imperfect, except that I did an I here. And it's here for the conditional, okay? So the ONS always is here. It's here, okay? And the same goes for vous, vendez, Okay, there are a few third group verbs where it doesn't work for faire, for example, and avoir, and non, nous avons, it works. Vous avez for faire and être. Okay, so vous êtes, it's not vous étiez. Okay, so vous vendez, is it. So we will find it here for avez. We will find it here, vous vendrez. We will find it here for vous vendiez. And nous vendriez. Okay, vous vendriez. Okay. And then, for the present tense, for il and elle, it's ent. E-N-T. Okay. It's slightly different for the rest, but for on, for nous, and for vous, it's the same. So, ils vendent. Okay, so here we've got the way we conjugate a verb in are in the present tense. Okay, do you know the past participle of vendre in the passé composé? Do you know the past participle of vendre in the passé composé? It's a question open to all. Okay, what is the past participle of vendre in the passé composé? And some of you may think, well, I have no clue of what that question is, which is fair. Okay. D'Espagnol? Bravo. Vendu. Okay. Vendu. Ara? Vendu. Liliane, vendu. So some of you understood my question. Okay. A past participle is when you conjugate composed past tense, okay, you conjugate it with two things. An auxiliary, in this case we're using avoir in the present tense, I have, and then the past participle is the verb that's been transformed here. Okay, vendu. Very good, you guys. Okay, vendu. So for example, to give you a context here, okay, to sleep. Oh no, I'm going to use another one. To eat. What is the past participle of to eat? Shoshana, it is vendu. Well done. What is the past participle of to eat in English? I'm asking you in English. What is the past participle of to eat? That's this way you will have a visual of what it is and how to use it. What is the past participle of to eat? It is eaten. Very good, Lilian. It is eaten. D'Espagnol, very good. And Ina, it is not ate. Okay, ate is the past tense, not the past participle. Okay, it is eaten. So why is it? Because if you want to use the passé composé or the past tense, I have eaten. Okay, you do not say I have ate. Okay, you say I have eaten. And I think that's the best way to know what a past participle. So we've got the same in French. Okay, so we use to have. I have sold. Tu as vendu. Il, elle a vendu. Nous avons vendu. Vous avez vendu. Ils ont vendu. Elles ont vendu. Okay, and you use that past participle over and over again. Okay. Shoshana, eaten, yes. I think there is a bit of a delay here, but well done, Shoshana. Okay? So, we've conjugated this verb in a passé composé using avoir as our auxiliary verb. So, j'ai vendu, tu as vendu, il a vendu, and so on. I would like you now to concentrate on the endings of avoir. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Now I'm going to do something, okay? I'm going to add them in there. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah? And suddenly, without even thinking of it, I have conjugated vendre in the future tense using avoir. Do you see what I've done? So, I'll make it clearer here. Je vendrai, I will sell. That's what we've done here. Tu vendras, you will sell. Il vendra, elle vendra, on vendra. He, she, one will sell. Nous vendrons. We will sell. Vous vendrez. Il and elle vendront. So what what I have done here, and what matters, is the stem here. I am suddenly keeping vendre, but dropping the E. Vendre, and add those. And that will sound like the future tense. So someone who is a French speaker said, oh, nous vendrons notre voiture la semaine prochaine. Okay? We will sell our car next week. I know that we will sell because you're giving me the right indication. It is we will sell because you're giving me the right stem, vendre, and the right ending, vendront. But if you look for a minute at the conditional, compare this and compare this. Can you see? One is we will sell, and the other one is we would sell. What's the difference? You see the difference? I is the difference here. We have added one tiny little letter and it means completely something different. So if you were to say, nous vendrions notre voiture la semaine prochaine, mais nous ne pouvons pas. We would sell it, but we can't. Completely different meanings, and yet the only difference between nous vendrons and nous vendrions is an I. Do you see? So what we want here is understand the power of the stem of a verb, okay, which in this case future conditional same stem, but the power of what the endings are, okay? Let me show you the imperfect. We want to say I used to sell or I was selling, past, okay? Je vendais. Tu vendais. Il vendait. Nous vendions. Vous vendiez. Il vendait. Okay. See that? Okay. These are the endings of the imperfect. So it's used to do something or was doing something. Okay? Used to do or was doing. Okay? So nous vendions, we used to sell. Vous vendiez, you used to sell or you were selling. Okay? Back when I knew you, in the time you used to sell books. Vous vendiez des livres. Okay? Now, let me show you something to finish. Conditional. We want to say I would sell. Je vendrais. Tu vendrais. Il vendrait. Nous vendrions. Vous vendriez. Il vendrait. And, elle vendrait. What do you notice? What do you notice about the endings of the conditional? What do you notice about the ending of the conditional? Just a quick question here. What do you notice about the endings of the conditional? Okay, JC is asking, is dir an RE ending verb? Yes, but it's not conjugated this way. That's what I'm going to say. Same with imperfect dispoignard. Yes. Okay. Yes, it is the same. Dispoignard. The ending of the imperfect and conditional are the same. Okay. And G say, yes, yeah, we had your question. It is an RE verb, not conjugated like vendre. Okay. It is the same as the imperfect an. Absolutely. So when I talk about mathematics, that's what I mean, okay? It's what I mean. It's that if you understand patterns, well, then you would think twice before conjugating, before saying things in French. If you want to be accurate, try to be accurate so that there is no problem in communication, and then there is more of a fluid communication at that point. You see? I mean, there is no problem into making mistakes, by the way. You know, you can. And my team will tell you, Liam will tell you that I make mistakes every day. You know, and they're really happy to point this out to me. Aren't you, Liam? Anyway.
Do you know what's one way to avoid mistakes?
No, what is?
With the complete French course.
I love that. Liam just say, do you know what is one way of avoiding mistakes in French? It is using my complete French course. Here at Learn French with Alexa, we are offering 25% off on our website. This is where I plug my course and how I am offering 25% until tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We're finishing now anyway. But yes, thank you for reminding me, Liam. You know, yeah, you must plug the course. And I'm a teacher. I teach. I'm not a salesman. Just anyway. So let's go back to my little lessons. And we are going to finish with this. I would like you now. It's a lot of information. But can you answer, for example, before I do that, to answer, was it JC? Because that reminded me of something. There are other ARI verbs that are conjugated like vendre, okay, such as répondre. Okay, répondu would be the past participle, attendre, attendu, perdre, perdu. Okay. But however, you would have other verbs, okay, such as prendre. You wouldn't say j'ai prendu, but you said j'ai pris, okay. Though je prends, tu prends, but nous prenons is different. So other verbs are a verb that will not follow the same pattern. And I know I can hear you guys talking and think, but you've just told me one thing and now you're telling me you're destroying everything you've just taught me. Yeah, I know. I knew that this ARI lesson would be really hard. Okay. J'ai besoin de partir pour mon travail. Est-ce que cet épisode est disponible après la leçon? Yes, Shoshana. Okay. And have a good day at work. Okay. I don't know what time it is and where you are in the world, but yes. Send my love to your bosses, or if you are the boss, have a good day. Just, you know. Anyway, so here's my, yes, you can watch it in retrospective. Here's that. And by the way, we'll do the first few of these for the next 5 minutes, but I have a lesson at 1:30, which is only exclusive to my exclusive people. I have exclusive people in my club. And I can see that some of you are already Learn French with Alexa clients, and some of you may be members as well. And when you become a member, you just have to click on the join button under the membership of my channel, and then you access hundreds of perks. I know that Liam think hundreds? No, it just said, why did I do that? It's not hundreds. It's not hundreds perks, quite a few perks, and one of them being exclusive live lessons, which takes place after this one. This one is open to all. It's my exam tomorrow, Stone Collector. Well, I hope it goes well. If you need us, let us know. Anyway, here's number 1 here of the exercise. Okay. How do you conjugate vendre in the imperfect in the first person of the singular? Now remember what I told you. What is a première personne du singulier? And how do you conjugate in the imperfect, and what was the ending? Okay. So, il vendrait, tu vends, je vendais, ou j'ai vendu. Okay. Now, just one quickly. If you see that and that means it's 2 different parts. It's a past tense. I have sold. Is this imperfect? Imperfect is a past tense, but it's not a passé composé. So, no. Okay. So, have we got an answer? Si. Despoignas, je vendais. Gafster, je vendais. Imka, si. Si. Daniela, je vendais. Ina, si. Je vendais. Alors, Maïdé, vendait, okay, as in to sell, not voudrait. Maybe that's what you're trying to say. Ansi and Viba and well done. Je vendais. You've got it. Nick is here. Hello, I haven't seen you for such a long time. How are you? Not that I see you, but I know Nick personally. Je vendais. Okay, is the right answer. Okay. And some of you may think, but why? First of all, we want the first person of the singular, which is je. So it can only be C or D. Okay? D is a passé composé. It comes in 2 bits, so it can only be C because it has the right stem and the right ending. Okay? Il vendrait. Actually, instead of going and... Can you identify il vendrait? What tense is that? Ça roule. Ça roule, Nick says ça roule. It's rolling. Who can identify the tense of the first one, il vendrait? That's an interesting one, that one. Can you identify il vendrait? What tense is that? Conditionnel présent. Very good. Very good. Maman. Maman? Are you my mother? No, because sometimes my mother does join our lights. Is it you? Are you a member of Learn French with Alexa? She listens to my sister Lo, and I think she comes up as Martine. Martine is my mother, but it's funny. If you don't know who Lo, my sister, is, and I'm going to plug her, it's Lo Polidoro, Fleur de Paris. She's a singer and has all her past lives on YouTube. So Lo Polidoro is my sister. I'm a member, I know. Une mère, I know. So it is a conditionnel présent du troisième personne, Daniela. Perfect. Okay. Well done, you guys. Okay. It is the conditionnel présent de la troisième personne du singulier. Okay. It's hard, isn't it? It's really hard. And I'm not going to go on to the next because I've got the live very soon. But if you're a member, you're going to have access to the whole exercise. And the whole exercise is available as a support guide with the whole lesson. And you can download it once you are a member. Of which tier?
Support guides tier.
Support guides tier, which is tier number 1 or 2?
Number 3.
Number 3. Tier number...
We can give it with the Alexa Live one. That's fine.
Sorry?
We can give it with the Alexa Live one.
Can we?
Yeah.
Are you being generous?
Yes.
Wow. Liam is being generous. So you can, if you are as part of the Alexa Live, which gives you access to the exclusive live as well, you usually don't get the support guides with it, but Liam is being generous today. He's in a good mood. Today is in a good mood. Okay. So how was this for you? I'm going to put myself in main like that. And remind you that, of course, we do that, but I explain everything in great length, in great detail in the course Learn French with Alexa, which, of course, has been followed by hundreds of thousands of people in the past. And, as you know, we are followed by millions of people in the world. And there is a reason, because the course is good. That's why. The course is good. So... thank you for Liam has attached my sister's YouTube channel. She's quite an incredible singer. And I think Nick will tell you that she is, because not only is she beautiful, but my gosh, that voice is stunning. So the members of our website also get access to the exclusive live lesson. Check out the 25% off. Madam Alexa, is there any French book you recommend for good practice, maybe grammar exercises? Well, I recommend my website. It's like, how many times am I going to say the word website, my website, in that session? But of course, you have hundreds of very good grammar books. It depends on how keen you are on grammar. You could ask support at Learn French with Alexa to send you a list. Or do we have an attachment to Amazon somehow? Because that could be a good way of checking as well. The ending is A. Sorry, are we talking K Wong? Are we talking about vendre? Still, referring to the past exercise. I think that's what we are doing. Okay. They might be a little bit, they might start the live slightly like 10 minutes later than us. Okay, that's it for me. Au revoir. Join me in the exclusive live that will take place. We are doing something, we're reading. We're doing a gap fill exercise. See you soon. Au revoir. À bientôt. Bisous, bisous.